Hello everyone, good morning. Fadi from Pack a Punch Traders here. Going to do a quick review of some of the gappers in the morning. We got 30 minutes till the market opens. And so far all I've got is GFAI and OBSV. And let's get into GFAI. I like that one more. Here we are making new pre-market highs. Ideally this thing does not take off here. I really like this breakout that it's got around 37 cents. And we got 40 cents right above key level psychologically. So I will be looking for an open price VWAP hold or reclaim. Just looking for the failure to break down from shorts to take this lower. And once they realize that's happening, starts making higher lows, demand starts really picking up. Then you'll see a squeeze, and I think this move could get to, excuse me. Right now we're around 45. Next step's gonna be 50. Key level psychologically as well. We have some resistance from after hours there from yesterday. So 50 cents will be key. After that, we'll be looking to sell around 55, 56. Ideally, this thing does not take off in the next half an hour. And just look for the failure to break down and the demand to keep coming in for a squeeze to happen to get to 50, 55, maybe even higher. It's a low float, low market cap play. Doing really good volume today. Here we are just getting 47 now. And yesterday the volume was what, 21 million. We're already doing, by the time the market opens, we'll probably be doing half of that. So very good demand today. So as long as this fails to break down and trend is intact, I will be looking for the reclaim of key levels for a move to test 55. Then we got OBSV gapping up as well, but not really liking the volume it's got going on, as well as the overall downtrend that we get into each pop. I'm not really liking this. If for whatever reason demand really does pick up, it could be something to break the. Let me take a look at this 1 second. So we got the pre-market highs lining up right around this area, around 24. That could be a resistance area that could push it maybe higher. But I'm not really liking this one compared to what was it, GFAI. Volume isn't there as much, and even though GFAI, if you look at the overall chart, yeah, it's not that great. It does have this overall downtrend, but then comparing it to this, not much different here, except the volume today. So if this chart was looking a little different, was breaking out of a more of a key area as we are with GFAI. Here we got a double top that is breaking over and trying to fill this gap. Not even trying, it already is. Now we're trying to head higher. So that's really the only difference I see. The overall chart, I don't think are that much different. It's just intraday, we're seeing a lot more action from GFAI, so I will be focusing on that one. And other plays from the watch list last night, some top plays that we're looking at. PETZ, not moving. Looks like this might not do what I want, but it is still failing to break down. We're just looking for that 5 breakout, squeeze higher, low float, low market cap play. Got this solid uptrend going on. Does have a garbage history, but it does also have history of moving. So if it could just fail to break down and see the volume come back when it comes back to 5, if it does, that could be something to test 6, 6.5. But right now it's a waiting game. So just put some alerts, stay patient. I'm not gonna be trying to get it down here, holding the support area. I'm gonna wait and see if it gets back to the breakout and confirms 5 whole dollar, half dollar area, psychologically key area, as well as it is the breakout. So that could lead to a nice squeeze if the demand really comes back, as there's not much going on here, and we just need a bit. It's got 2.6 million float. We just need something like it did the other day, and I think we can get a solid push. So keep that on watch. AVCT, another one to watch here. Here we are tanking. Ended up getting stuffed at 50. We'll see if this could come back, but right now not looking great. I was actually excited for this one. Kind of annoyed to see this pull back, but who knows? Still has some time to come back if it keeps holding this area. It's got some support around 40 cents. So let's see. Any PTs is a possible bounce play as well. It's still trying to hold the key area. I'll keep it on watch, as well as MGAM for the bounce plays. This one continues lower. So whenever this one starts coming back for the high day, whatever that's going to be today when it opens up, look for that high day break. Same with any PT. Just really waiting for that demand to come back as well. Because sometimes you can get faked out just focusing on the price. I would like there to be some volume on the multi-day bounce, even though a lot of the volume comes through when the squeeze happens and you get that confirmation. But you'll see some indication beforehand that there is going to be maybe a bounce. There's some volume on this particular day. For example, AVCT. We got that bounce play yesterday. And we kind of got the indication with the pickup in the volume and the gap up. So it had a nice push. It was already showing some signs of momentum shift, and some decent volume came through, and that led to a nice move. So looking for the same thing with NEPT and MGAM. So right now, those are the top plays I'm eyeing. Let's take a look at the watch list again. SPCB. What is that one doing? Need some more volume. Yeah, so you could focus on price, but that could get you faked out. So regardless of the pattern, multi-day bounce, or the breakout, we really want to see the demand come through and for the chart to be intact. But when the demand isn't there, just because it's breaking these key areas and trying to hold these key areas, doesn't really mean much. You really need the demand, the force, the momentum behind it. That's what drives it. But just the price moving could easily get faked out. So this is getting a little bit longer than I would have liked, but let me see if there's any gappers actually. Woohoo, perfect. AKAN. So last one here we'll go over. Low float, low market cap, no news. And we got this little breakout over here. It's trying to hold that. I don't really like this history. It has overhead resistance. It's going to be at 1. That's where pre-market resistance is. After that, 115-ish. You could test. Just average volume here. It's already doing the volume that it typically does in a day. Not my favorite, but I do like it more than OBSV. I'll be honest. So it'll probably be my number 2 watch out of the gappers here on my scanner. As yeah, this thing did have a quick move and it just retreated, gave it all back. But if this thing could fail to break down, I don't see why it can't at least retest the key area of 1 if it performs an open price VWAP or claim. But still, not my top favorite. I would say, yeah, GFAI. Then we'll look at AKAN. But still, we gotta wait for that, I think, $1 break. I might just wait for the pre-market high break to really see what kind of momentum it has. Maybe waiting just for the open price VWAP or claim might not be enough. It might get stuffed at the pre-market highs. And depending where that sets up, you might have an angle there. But I want to see it break higher, so I think I'll be patient and wait for the $1 area to hold. to see if by that time how the demand is. Is it topping out around there? Is it having higher lows? How is it consolidating around a whole area, whole dollar, half dollar level? So keep that on watch, but still not my favorite. Like I said, nothing really so far today wowing me. Here's absolute failure on AVCT. Is there any bad news here? We'll take a look at this. This triggered this whole move. What was there? What's going on? September 1st. Sales agreement up to 14.8. Much. One moment, sorry, it's taking me a little bit to get through. Enter into an equity distribution. Okay, so equity distribution. Okay, let's. Sounds like an offering. Based off this price action, sounds like an offering. Seems like it. So probably we'll ignore this here. Looks like it's got some bad news. It's driving this lower, almost 20% now. After it started off pretty decent. So that's donezo. We'll just ignore that. Probably will. GFAI might be my focus going into the morning here. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. Maybe AKAN. Besides that, keep an eye on the multi-day bounces, MGAM, and NEPT. Besides that, honestly not that excited for this morning so far. We'll probably be patient, see what starts moving, but pre-market action, I'm not a huge fan of it today. And that doesn't mean the day is over. We're just going to be more patient until we see something we really like to set up and trade. We still got plenty of time in the day to trade. Anything can happen. Something could come back. Maybe MGAM comes back for a high day break and we get a nice squeeze today. So whatever it is, be patient for the right setup. It's okay to let one go, especially when you're learning. I think just play it safe and get the experience of just looking at the market. So yeah, we'll just wrap it up there. Hope everyone has a great day. Hope this was useful. We'll catch you guys later. I'll be tweeting out any alerts on tickers I'm seeing. Besides that, have a good one.